Today I will have to be honest, a long video because I want to help you. So many people in the world that are sick, that they have some sort of any or other issues with their health, with their skin, how they feel, what kind of moods they have, even autoimmune disorder or cancer or diabetes, autism, obesity, anything related, anything. Even if you have a migraines or if you have acne, I think this video will be beneficial to you, because myself, I've been sick mainly like mostly here and there, like fluctuating all my life. I was born very sick. I didn't want to live many times in my life because I was in such a physical and mental pain. You know, I sit down, I did a little bit of notes for me, and I'm gonna talk how lately I've been feeling amazing for the last 4 or 5 months, how I don't have any symptoms anymore, how happy I am. It's just I'm getting emotional because I remember how hard it was to me, how I was struggling, how I was in the war with my health, you know. And today, as I'm feeling really amazing, I am really, I'm not perfect, but I don't have any symptoms. I was diagnosed 2 years ago. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is autoimmune disorder that you can't cure. Basically, my thyroid was inflamed and stuff like this. My numbers were really skyrocketing. So I want to say, I am not a doctor. I'm just going to share 11 tips that helped me personally. I have done intensive research in the last 2 years. I read so many health-related books. I did so many tests. I had pre-diabetes. I almost had diabetes. I was constantly fatigued. I was always sick. I was always in pain. I had constant body aches, migraines, hormone acne, stomach aches, diarrhea, like constipation, like something always was happening with my health, with my body. I didn't know what was happening. I was losing hair, my skin was dry, I was not in the mood, I had anxiety here and there. I used to have, I think nobody diagnosed me, but I think I had a bipolar disorder, because one day I was happy, nothing happening, another day I was crying out of nothing, like the world is falling, and even though nothing have changed, just change shifting over there in my head. Then I did Epstein-Barr virus, you know, test. It came back that I had it in the past, which is like really dangerous virus to have for the human. I also did the metal test, which came back positive for mercury poisoning. First time in my life I'm sleeping 8 hours every single night. This is something, probably this is the biggest achievement. Sometimes people tell to me that like right now I look younger than when I was 5 years ago. If you come back, guys, to my YouTube videos 5 years ago when I started filming, 4.5, 5 years ago, I looked maybe the same, but the good thing that I'm not looking like much older. I am 34. I think I'm looking 34. Once again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving my experience and what helped me. So number 11 to me, it's leaving balcony door open at night. I'm gonna list, by the way, what I'm talking today, the supplements, the books, the stuff, the people that I recommend. I'm gonna list everything down below in the description box under this video. You can go and check out there. Everything is gonna be included. So open balcony door, it was like why will they do this? Like, I have AC running, everything is okay, why will they do this? But can you think about it, like when you always come back in the health, I learned to look as ancient people, what our great grandparents did. They didn't live in an apartment, they didn't live like in the house, they were always in the place that the air was always in and out. When I kept my balcony open, like even like this thing, you know, at night, because I live in Miami, at the daytime it's really hot, it's freaking hot, you can't do this. At night I started leaving, you know, getting this fresh air, even though I have AC and the air is always, you know, circling and everything is fine. But once I started leaving, by the way, I don't know which tip is, to be honest, I don't know which tip is really the most important, but these things, what I did, helped me to be where I am today. And today I gained weight. I was always underweight. I'm finally, for the first time, I'm normally fit and my normal weight, not underweight. And I feel amazing. The most important, I sleep good. I have energy. My skin is okay. I feel really good. So number 10 is quality water filter, because all of us, especially in the United States, would drink water from the plastic bottles. It's very popular. I wish more companies did like supplements also in the glass, because in the plastic, I'm like, it's not possible to get rid of plastic completely, but I try to really shrink it down. So why water is so important? Water filter that I have right now is around $300, but you know what? For the health, I really don't care. So I did a lot of research, and my holistic nutritionist and a holistic doctor recommended Berkey filters. They are expensive, but the good thing that these charcoal, you know, filters inside, they last really long time. I bought a year ago, and I think I will have to change around this time soon. Right now, water quality is really important. And I read the book Water and Salt. Also, you need to drink a certain amount of water to hydrate everything, all your cells. Blood flow is better, your oxygen flow in the entire body is better. Number 9 is supplements. It's funny that it's not at the top, because at the top is something different. So about supplements, I did a blood test because I am kind of combining like traditional Western medicine with holistic, because holistic sometimes they are too intense with all these herbs and stuff like this, and the Westerns are too intense with all these antibiotics and, you know, steroids and taking you know, pills. By the way, I'm not taking any thyroid supplements, never did. My doctors say you should use it. I say I'm going to do anything to do my research. I'm not going to take these pills because I just don't want, because these are not natural. They say it's okay, it's not going to be bad, but something that I wasn't born with, I personally, I don't want to take. It's like taking antibiotics for the rest of your life. It's, to me, it's just my personal. If you think different way, I understand. I completely respect your opinion, but that's my personal opinion, that I was against the medicine to take for the rest of my life. Because if you have a Hashimoto's thyroiditis or any autoimmune disorder and you're feeling bad, which I was feeling bad, you have to take medicine for the rest of your life. And with the time, you have to increase the dosage. So I ran a lot of blood tests. So Epstein-Barr, Lyme, thank God Lyme came back negative, but Epstein-Barr virus, it was found in my previous, you know, health history, which is it's a virus that destroys your immunity basically. So what was the top deficiency in my body was vitamin D. Those people that there have been in the studies done that have vitamin D deficiency, they get, you know, sick. It's like immunity vitamin that you have to have it, and if you don't have, you can get all those kind of, even like if you have a hair loss, if your nails don't grow, if you have acne, that can be a vitamin D deficiency. So first thing what I started to do, I started taking vitamin D. Now I started taking big doses because my doctor said you have to take it. Those who don't have a condition like autoimmune disorder or something serious, I wouldn't recommend to take that big dose. Always consult your doctor, whichever supplement you're going to take it. So vitamin D I'm taking is 10,000. This is really high. I'm still not taking this every day. I'm taking 1 week, and then I'm taking like 3 or 4 days break, and then I'm taking every day. And then once I finish the bottle, I take like a 2 or 3 months break, and then again I start taking. It's very important. Maybe Western medicine doctor is not gonna tell you that you need digestive enzymes, because when you have something is not digested in your body, it's becoming rotten, and it's becoming basically inflammation in your body. When you have inflammation, your body sends there like a cells to repair, and there's like all the energy happening, all the like constant construction. It's not like a natural regular yin and yang flow. It's always something happening. If you have any stomach aches, diarrheas, or constipation, or you feel bloated, like so many people these days feel bloated, or you know, have gas and stuff like this is a sign that you need the digestive enzymes. And my favorite digesting enzymes, biotics research, betaine plus HP. I even couldn't take this half the pill because I was so freaking toxic and stuff like this. So this is, I still take until this day, but I don't take with every meal. Before I used to take with every meal. Right now I take only with a really heavy meal. Like for example, some heavy like red meat steak or stuff like this. Usually like I eat, you know, eggs in the morning or salad. I don't take this. So I think digestive enzymes are really important, coming together with the vitamin D. And also probiotics. Probiotics I always rotate. I rotate digestive enzymes as well, but that's not so very necessary. Like probiotics, you always have to rotate. So I believe I made a video like a couple of months ago about probiotics, how it's affecting your skin health and stuff like this. I mentioned Dr. Mercola probiotics, which is really amazing. Right now I'm taking Megas probiotics. This is with antioxidants, and also is Saccharomyces boulardii. This is really good for the yeast infections. If somebody has like constant yeast infections and stuff like this, is really good. And probiotics basically is just a good bacteria, because statistically mainly around like 90% of the any health issues starts in the gut. So uneven gut, like gut flora damage. I'm very sorry, because English is my fourth language, so I will appreciate if you leave me a like, because it's so hard to talk about the topic like a health, because English is my fourth language. I'm really trying for you guys. Sometimes I'm struggling with some words, so I'm apologizing, okay? So when you have a damaged gut lining, this is where everything, like basically all diseases starts for you. Maybe that doesn't make sense. When the first time I heard that all your diseases starts in your stomach, I was like, that's something crazy, you know, even Alzheimer's and autism and stuff like this. You don't have to agree with me. I didn't agree with me when I heard this for the first time, but after doing a lot of research, that books, I read so many books written by the doctors that they have like 20, 30, and 40 years experience. And the doctors that cure, for example, people that has autism and stuff like this. So this is not me, don't pick on me, because this is not something I came up with. This is the research that I have done. Digestive enzymes, probiotics is very important. I take probiotics in the morning. The first thing when I wake up, I just wake up, I have a glass of water by my bed, and I take 1 pill of probiotics. I take like 1 week this one and 1 week this one, or one day this and 1 day this. Number 8, removing toxic ingredients from beauty and household products. Yeah, all fragrance free. Basically, I did probably like 2 years ago. Also, my beauty brand, you know, guys, is very clean. It's a clean beauty. To me, something is important, because it's not only clean. It's not something that's just like word clean. Okay, I prefer to clean instead of something that irritates your skin. For those people who have some allergies, some like sensitive skin, or some health issues, using clean products, especially detergents that like you touch with your clothes every single day, and those like Tide and smelly, like they has nice, really beautiful smell, those detergents or anything you use in the house, like cleaning the floor, you know, this liquid to clean the floor and stuff like this. If you use something with the smell, eventually it's affecting you. I'm gonna show you at the end the book which is talking about that, but basically try to avoid fragrance. Fragrance, it should be number 1 that you should avoid in anything you have in your house, anything, makeup, skincare, any beauty product, the hair product. If something smells nice, forget it. Read the labels, guys. Always take a beauty product. Let's say this is like a beauty product. Read the labels, what it says on the back. If it says fragrance, perfume, aroma, forget it. I'm gonna put down below. Skincare line, which I own, is fragrance free, parabens free. Parabens are a huge thing. Parabens being found in the cancer breast tissue. So be careful. Parabens are like methylparaben, propylparaben, methylparaben. There are many kind of parabens. Avoid these in the skincare and in the household. Make sure that your clothes are more like cotton, linen, and natural, like breathable, because like polyester, I believe polyester, I'm not sure, but I think polyester has like made of the plastic. Anything that stretches is made out of plastic. Your body is constantly like touching and rubbing. So what are you touching? It's affecting in some way. It is. Number 7, grounding. Connect to the nature. Hug trees, go in the nature, walk on the grass, play with the dog, touch your animals. So I started doing this last year, and that's really powerful. If you don't know, we have an energy when you connect with the nature, like when you walk on the grass, and I'm talking a natural grass, not that grass where you see in the city that people putting like right away made grass like a wild grass. So like right now, every month or every 2 months, I take a trip to Tennessee. I love Tennessee so much. I rent an Airbnb house somewhere in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of forest. And I was with the animals, with the cows and stuff like this last time. So this time I saw the deer in my backyard. So I go alone there. I stay for like 2, 3, even 4 days. I ground. I go there and I ground, like literally walk on the grass like all day, walking on the grass. It's connecting. It's like recharging me. This is scientifically proven, and I believe this. There is a movie. I don't know if it's on YouTube or on Netflix. I believe it's called Grounding or something like that. So I will link that below once I finish this video. So it's scientifically proven, when you ground, you get healthier, you get better, you recharge all the atoms. I'm not into physics and stuff like this. Like, we are human beings, we are energy, and when we are grounded, when we touch the tree, when we touch the animals, when we touch the other humans, like connection to the nature, and we humans are like nature, the animals are nature. When we connect with something else, we recharge each other and we decharge, which we need to have this constant flow. Connect to the nature. The nature is something that brings me so much joy. I like to hear, I like to smell, I like to watch, and I like to actually physically touch ground myself. It's amazing feeling. Okay, number 6, EMF. So EMF stands for electromagnetic fields, I believe. Turn off your router at night. So this is very, very important. I was thinking to put this actually to number 2 or number 3, but still, EMF, I turn off router at night. And the doctor, Kate EO, I follow her, like I hired her. She was my doctor for a while. She taught me about EMF, how bad it is, something that we don't see, these routers, phones. How is this working? How do we talk? It's not connected to anything. Have you ever thought? So I also have this EMF block protector. If you ever think, what the heck is this? So this protects, actually, because this has so much strong EMF. Your microwave at home have one of the strongest EMF that is like a technically radiation. Like when you go to have like MRI or scan or X-ray or something like this, that's radiation. So all those stuff in the house, phone, router, you know, anything Wi-Fi, anything like through Bluetooth, it's like a waves that we don't see. I always turn off router at the home. I got this for my phone, just one-time payment. I believe it was $60 and that's it. I don't know what, if it's true or not, guys. Anything that I did, it helped me, really, really helped me a lot. And I also have the nuggets. This is from my holistic doctor. These nuggets, basically, you put everywhere in the house, in the corners, or also in the plants and stuff. This is basically protects you from the bad energy, this EMF energy that doesn't come towards you. It has some sort of like a protective energy benefit. Number 5, this is huge. We're getting close to the top, guys. This is huge. Number 5 is meditations. Now, 2 years ago, I was introduced to meditation a little bit over a year ago. 2 years ago, nobody will ever force me to meditate, because I just hated meditation, to be still in one place. And that's a sign, if you hate meditation, that's a sign that you should do it, because you can't focus in the now. Because what is meditation? Meditation is when you can focus, be present. People get sick because they constantly, like, they have anxiety, depression, because they constantly in the past or in the future, they constantly worry what's going to happen, what happened in the past, what could have they changed, what they want to change. They constantly not here, constantly there. So meditation makes you come back into now, the power of now. If you read the book The Power of Now, it's an amazing book. So the power of now is telling you that meditation is basically the being now. The being now when you don't worry about anything, you just constantly like present now. If you're present now, it's a happiness. The happiest people, actually, they are living now. They are present. And also another thing, meditation, healing traumas and healing the blocks. I have done SRI, pranic healing, NSA, which is neurospinal releasing energy blocks, a coach that I was coaching for 2 months. So basically we will go into the traumas that we have, blockages, and we will release. This is like really a hard job to do with yourself, because we constantly, you know, I'm fine, I will be okay, don't worry, no, that's not affecting me. But we don't know, sometimes like humans catch like patterns from our parents before we were 5 years old. So, but before, when we were 5 years old, we don't remember those things, but we already have these habits, these patterns from the parents. And healing lineage energy, healing, like you get energy from your parents, from the grandparents and stuff like this. Like, for example, my mom was beating me, like to the point where I was bleeding. Her father was beating her, you know, violent, you know, abusing and stuff like this. Now, my grandfather's father also was beating him. So this comes to the energy, and we have this you know, bad energy, not only physically abuse someone, but we have this mental abuse. Why are we criticizing others? Why are we judging others? Why I receive so many, you know, judgmental reviews on comments on YouTube, like, you're like this, your eyes are creepy, you're looking weird, you know, you learn to speak English before speaking and stuff like this. This is coming from the wounds. People were wounded. Someone who is happy will never say to me, your eyes are ugly or stuff like this. I'm starting to understand right now, because I have done so much healing on myself. I'm starting to understand others, why they say what they say, why they do what they do, why they project their wounds and their traumas and their mistakes and their unhappiness on me, because they are not happy. They are coming from this family that they taught him to do or her that. And this family were taught by another family, by grandparents, and this coming from generation to generation. This is a huge topic. I'm part right now, 1 year already, of this meditation group. Is called Spark Your Rockstar. It's a beautiful people. We meditate once a week. There is beautiful people, and it's hard to explain, but we healing our traumas, we healing our wounds, what we had, and we accepting that we accepting that this happened. Like, I had this physical also with this group meeting 2 weeks ago. We were like talking, sharing each of us our traumas, you know, being vulnerable. And, you know, I talk about how my mom was violent towards me. I was thinking this is really bad, until one guy said that his sister was raping him when he was little. And it's such a beautiful thing to admit these things and to understand other people, why they did that, what they did. It's an energy block, like release, and energy healing is such a huge thing that changed my life. And this is really, really big topic. How to really love myself. It's not a big deal that this happened. Many people have way worse experience. It's how we react to everything, how to fall in love with yourself, how to love others, how to not project your unhappiness and your wounds into the others. This is so huge. This is one of the most important things that helped me so much. And I'm doing this still every single day. I'm just becoming happy and more in love with myself. Number 4, hot baths, like Epsom salt baths at night. Yes, I'm taking those every single day, rarely skipping. I wouldn't be able to live in the place where it doesn't have a tub. Epsom salt baths, guys, I have to show you what Epsom salts I'm using. Pure Epsom magnesium sulfate. This is natural skin body care premium Epsom salt. The main ingredients is magnesium sulfate. So basically, as I mentioned already in the supplements, we are deficient. We might be deficient in minerals, which I was deficient in minerals. And what Epsom salt baths do, number 1, you're absorbing minerals. You're absorbing all these are natural minerals from the earth. You're absorbing these minerals. You need these minerals. We were getting that 50, 100 years ago, 200 years ago. We don't get that right now. It's happening with the factors, what's happening with the world. We don't get that. So number 1, you're absorbing through your skin. That's why, again, coming back to the skincare being clean, your skin is absorbing everything. Your skin is absorbing everything. That's why you want to have a clean Epsom salt bath. You're absorbing from the water, you know. Number 2, you're sweating through the skin. You sweat it out, you sweat it out, you sweat it out, you detox it, which is this number 3. Number 3, cold showers. I started doing this year, probably like 4 or 5 months ago. I was watching one Hof, is this name? Basically, Iceman. If you enter in Google Iceman, cold showers, he's going to explain you why cold showers is good, how he got stronger, how it's actually right now is becoming more in therapeutical in spa, in the like rehab centers where people healing something. The cold showers, especially cold baths, like I don't take cold baths, I still haven't tried, but I take cold shower every single morning. This morning I took a cold shower. Nobody loves it, trust me. First time I was crazy, this is crazy, but right now I'm taking, you know, and I'm fine. I am really fine. So cold showers strengthens your immunity really much. When I started taking cold showers, my hair grew longer, I started feeling better. Okay, number 2, we're getting closer. Number 2 is detoxing, and detoxing is very big. My detoxing is Saunas is number one. Sweat that shit out, sweat that shit out. When you were sick, when you were little, maybe you from Europe or Russia or Asia, they used to give you paracetamol, which makes you sweat. When it makes you sweat, with the sweat you release all the toxic, all the crap, you sweat it. Another positive thing of sauna is when you get hot, also when you're sick, your body naturally works like as a healing mechanism. So your body's heats, right? That's why you have fever, because your body is heating, and viruses, bacteria, and all the fungi dies when it's really, really hot. So sauna heats up your body, like forcing to heat your body. That's why you're getting stronger. You're killing all the viruses, all the bacteria, and at the same moment you sweat this out. Cardio is very important. For example, if you go to the gym, you do cardio, you sweat. It doesn't matter what you do, walking, running, cycling, cardio, make it sweat, make it sweat, make your body sweat so you can release all the crap that you have. Another important thing is enema, detoxing. Enema, it's like detox enema. I do enema. I know this is like crazy. If you guys have never done enema, you can go to hydrocolonic specialist. They're gonna do like professionally in the spa. They do sometimes. There are colon hydrotherapists. This is how it's called. They provide like a service. They will do everything clean, and it's not painful, it's not uncomfortable. Maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable. You know what is enema, right? They put a little thing in your butthole, and basically they cleanse your bowels. So when you every day clean your, brush your teeth, clean your hair, wash your face, you basically, like old times, ancient people, they used to do enemas like all the time, because cleansing your bowels is very, very important. We have a lot of crap going on in the bowels, and I do enemas like every 3 weeks. One time I do probiotic enema. I just pour probiotics in the enema and I just cleanse my bowels myself. And another time I do a coffee enema, which is basically, coffee enema is very strong. It even reaches your liver. When your liver is toxic, you get a lot of like inflammation in your body and you get sick, some sort of like sickness. And when I do enema, I feel so much better. If I get constipated, I do enema immediately and I feel so much better. Even when I have migraines, you guys won't believe it, when I have a migraines, I do enema, it's gone. It's gone. Enema is so cool thing. And now about detox, like a binder supplements, which is really, really, guys, this is like top right now. So keep listening, because this is really, really, this is the power thing that, like, oh my God, I wish I had this information many years ago. I wish I started this earlier, but never is too late. So I have 4 products that are binders slash toxic removals, you know, supplements, detox supplements. Number 1, it is probably the most important. This is GI Detox Gentle Full Spectrum Binder. Binder basically binds some heavy metals, like I have a mercury poisoning and stuff like this. Probably I don't have anymore, because I've been doing a lot of like binders and healthy diets and stuff like this. So binder binds your, like, all the viruses, bacteria, and pulls out from your bodies. You have to be careful with binders, because you can pull out minerals as well. Consult your holistic doctor, because they're gonna explain you much, much better. Pills are black because it has charcoal. You know, guys, charcoal is a natural binder. Another product that I use is Advanced TRS. This is Advanced TRS Toxin Contaminant Removal System. You just spray in the mouth like this 1 time a day. And it's like, this doctor has like 5 PhD, and he made this, that doesn't have any side effects. Be careful with any supplement that you take, because you might gonna have a side effect. If you start like once a week, then twice a week, then 3 times a week. In the beginning, when I started, even with probiotics, when I started, I couldn't take it. I had such a bad side effect. My body was like rejecting. My body was full of toxins, full of everything. The liver was probably so loaded with all the crap, you know, viruses, bacteria, fungi, pathogens and stuff like this. Even this, I started just once a week, because I remember I took first time and then I started like having diarrhea and stuff like this. My body was loaded with so many toxins. So these are my top favorite that I really, really enjoy. And this is Mediclay, is also very strong. I wouldn't take this every single day. This is Orthoflora. Is amazing for those people who have yeast infection and something wrong with the yeast. If you know that you have something wrong with your yeast, your tongue is white. So look at the color of your tongue and compare with your friend. If you have a white coat on your tongue, most likely you have something wrong with the yeast. And so this is like natural ingredient, caprylic acid, pau d'arco, black walnut, oregano oil, which is really natural, nothing crazy. All these supplements that I'm talking today, guys, is just natural herbs or clays from the earth, like minerals, nothing chemicals, nothing synthetics. I'm against synthetic and chemical things and like antibiotics, unless you like dying and you really don't have a choice, then you take antibiotics. Antibiotics destroy your gut flora. I call antibiotics the same like you will be washing your skin 10 times a day. What will happen with your skin? You will destroy everything, but you have a good bacteria. So antibiotics, getting rid of your good bacteria, that's why after that it's really hard to repair. You know, you have to have strong immunity. So binders, supplements, detox supplements are really important. I think my favorite is this one. Is really making me feel so good. I have so much more clarity. I feel better. I think better. Like I don't have migraines. I feel so much better. All right, then we're going to number 1, which is the most important. Thanks to Cat Practitioner, I'm gonna put her Instagram, that she brought me on this way to do this. Guys, this book, hands down, is the best book of the last, no, this is the best book in my entire life that I read on the health. Dr. Natasha Campbell is a Russian doctor living in United Kingdom. She cured her child that had autism. Yeah. The ways that she talked here, even Epsom salt baths, why I started because of her. So this is about nutrition, basically, why we should eat what we should eat. Not like a, you know, vegan, vegetarian. I'm not against, I was vegetarian myself for 2 years. It's not like having a trend, you know, I'm just like, you know, vegan, I'm gonna say save animals, but really what our ancients did, what our great parents, what they did, why we need to eat certain foods instead of skipping this food, how we have to start like implementing foods that we don't usually eat. Like for example, I learned to eat fermented foods. I never ever in my life ate fermented foods, and fermented foods are natural, organic, good bacteria, good probiotics for us. Like I eat sauerkrauts like now all the time. Like we have to ferment foods. Fermented foods are way more important than like fresh vegetables. Fermented vegetables is healthier than a fresh vegetable. Yes, we need, but fermented foods heal the body so much. It's everything. Detox, diet. Even she talks about beauty products that should be clean, how everything in the house should be clean, how pollution is affecting our health, how our beliefs that we should be vegans affects our health and stuff like this. Like, to be honest, I started really sick when I was vegetarian. My body was craving for the meat, and I was following this, like, you know, trend that I want to save animals. Who doesn't want to save animals? You're insane if you don't want to save animals. I do want to save animals as well. But we are human beings. We are meant to eat meat. And if you're if you don't eat meat, I understand you. If you're not sick, you don't have to start eating meat. But I'm talking for those, this is video for those who are having like a really bad, like some diseases, some disorders, even cancer or tumors or something like that. Like my friend just was diagnosed, they found like a lump in her breast, and I don't know if it came back positive or negative. I actually gave her a present. I sent this book. She also has Hashimoto's thyroiditis. She has for the 10 years. I only had for 2 years, and she's feeling so bad. She's taking so many supplements. I sent her this book, and after like 2 months I asked, I said, did you start reading? She's like, no. I say, please do, because this book saved my life. This book didn't help me. This book saved my life. Yes, this doctor is talking about the meat, but not every meat. You should know what kind of meat to eat. Like a free range, only grass-fed meat is good. If you can't have grass-fed beef, then don't eat better. So it's also very important how basically autism, with this diet protocol, autism, dyslexia, depression, ADD, ADHD, schizophrenia, all the autoimmune disorders. She talks about allergies a lot, about asthma. It's really important, and this is basically everything is about healing your gut flora. And she found familiarity between all the diseases in the world, that everything starts when your gut is not balanced, is not healthy, and you can balance your gut flora with all the tips that she gives in that book. I have talked on my YouTube channel about that book so many times. Hands down, this is the most important book of my entire life. After this diet, for example, for a year, having this intense diet, this lifestyle that she's talking about, the child actually starts understanding, starts communicating. It's not 100% healed. You can't heal autism after 8 years old of age completely, but child starts communicating, and her child right now is big, grown up like me. Never, not even in the last, I believe, 20 years, not a single symptom of being autistic. So she healed her child, autistic child. That's something that you can heal. Any single doctor in Western medicine gonna say you can heal autism. You can heal until the certain age. After a certain age, you can heal, but you can make it really, really livable and manage it really good, instead of, child doesn't understand what you're saying to him. He doesn't recognize you, your mom or dad or a stranger. So he can start calling your mom. So I'm not familiar with the autism, but she wanted to name this book actually a autism book, but she named all these, names because she found out in many years of practice that whenever people came to her sick, she applied the same rules for everybody, and everybody started feeling much better. And I healed because of that. This is number one tip why I feel the way I feel today. I feel happy, I feel joy, I don't have a stomach aches. I was on this diet for probably like 1.5 years. I still don't eat gluten. Gluten is really, really big. It's not that the gluten is bad. What we have these days, what kind of gluten is bad? It's not like a meat is bad. What kind of quality of the meat we have? It's not that eating this or this is bad. It's not like keto diet. I had keto diet for, I'm sorry, I'm hungry, for half year. And it's not that carbs are bad. It's what kind of carbs we eat, what kind of meat, what kind of eggs, what kind of quality food we eat, what kind of quality foods we eat. Do you ever thought about I quit eating processed food, I quit eating sweets and cookies, I quit eating gluten completely, I quit eating not organic food, I quit eating not organic, non-grass-fed meats. I quit so many things, but there are always replaceable things. Gluten you can replace with the nut flour, with any almond flour. I make pancakes with the almond flour and stuff like this. Coconut flour you can replace all these things. And right now, after being on this diet, she says you have to have this diet for 2 years if you have really, really bad condition, and you're gonna heal it. So I was for a year and a half, and I started feeling much better. So right now I'm starting to implement some things. Yesterday I had a cake, like a regular cake. Once in a while I let myself to eat pizza. I had pizza, I believe, 2 weeks ago, like Papa John's pizza, one slice. So this, what I didn't have for a year, but 1 year I was very, very, very super, extremely strict with my diet, with my lifestyle. I had really bad fluctuations up and down. I remember when I started, basically a good, healthy, nutritious diet is gonna give you, gonna give you bad reaction. Your body gonna start healing. And sometimes when you heal, you might feel worse actually. And I had days when I started feeling really, really bad, like, oh my God, the fuck is going on over here with me today? I had these moments when I went to ER because I didn't freaking know what was happening with me. When your body is healing, it might gonna make you feel really bad. Maybe it's gonna make you feel even worse than you felt before. So I don't know if I missed something, guys. I'm gonna leave down below in the description box if I missed something. This is really huge. I just want to help you. I'm gonna put people who help me, all the doctors, Instagram account, websites, addresses, email addresses if I have to. I'm gonna put all this information down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not getting paid for doing this video. Please, it will help me a lot if you leave me a thumbs up, a like, if you will subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you share with your friend who is sick. This is like, I'm giving this from my heart to you. I am kind of even planning to write a book how everything this helped me. There will be much more details, you know, what I did, how I use. This is what it matters, right? What is more important in my life right now? Feel good, be healthy, smile more, and give the better energy. Overall, this is all like one bubble that I just want to feel good and make others feel good, because when you feel good, it's so amazing. Okay guys, love you, bye.